The year is 1937. The world is in the midst of a technological revolution with innovations transforming the way people live, work, and travel. The world was on the brink of change. Technology was rapidly advancing, bringing forth new possibilities and reshaping the future. Among these marvels was the Hindenburg, a majestic airship that embodied the spirit of progress. It was a symbol of human ingenuity and ambition, soaring through the skies with grace and power. This German Zeppelin, a behemoth of the skies, was the largest aircraft ever built. It stretched over 800 feet in length, a true giant among airships, capturing the imagination of people around the world. It symbolized a future where transatlantic travel would be quick and glamorous. The Hindenburg promised a new era of luxury and speed, making the journey across the Atlantic in just a fraction of the time it took by sea. The Hindenburg, kept afloat by the lighter-than-air gas hydrogen, was an engineering marvel. Its design and construction were feats of modern engineering, showcasing the pinnacle of aeronautical technology of the time. It boasted luxurious amenities for its wealthy passengers. Inside, the Hindenburg offered a level of comfort and sophistication that was unparalleled, with elegant dining rooms, spacious cabins, and even a smoking lounge. The airship could cross the Atlantic in half the time of a traditional ocean liner. This made it an attractive option for those who could afford the fare, promising not just speed but also an unforgettable experience. For a brief moment it seemed as if the future of air travel had arrived. The Hindenburg represented the dawn of a new age, where the skies were no longer the limit but a gateway to endless possibilities. Stepping aboard the Hindenburg was like entering a floating palace. Passengers enjoyed gourmet meals served on fine china in lavish dining rooms. They could stroll along the promenade deck, taking in breathtaking views. The airship even had a smoking lounge, a novelty at the time. This was not just travel, it was an experience. The Hindenburg offered a glimpse into a future where air travel was not just about getting from point A to point B. It promised a world where journeys were comfortable and luxurious. The airship captured the imaginations of people worldwide, embodying the limitless possibilities of technology. On May 3rd, the Hindenburg embarked on its 11th transatlantic voyage. This was not just any journey, it was a symbol of human ingenuity and the spirit of adventure that defined the early 20th century. It carried 36 passengers and 61 crew members, all eager to be part of this groundbreaking journey. Among them were prominent businessmen, socialites, and families, each with their own reasons for choosing this luxurious mode of travel. Excitement filled the air as the massive airship lifted off from Frankfurt, Germany. The crowd below waved enthusiastically, their faces filled with awe and hope as the Hindenburg ascended gracefully into the sky. The passengers, a mix of businessmen, socialites, and families, settled in for the 3-day journey to Lakehurst, New Jersey. They explored the airship's luxurious interiors, marveling at the spacious cabins, elegant dining areas, and panoramic windows offering breathtaking views. The flight proceeded without a hitch. The Hindenburg glided smoothly through the skies, its powerful engines humming steadily as it made its way across the vast Atlantic Ocean. Passengers marveled at the views of the ocean below. The endless expanse of blue water, dotted occasionally by ships, was a sight to behold from the lofty vantage point of the airship. They enjoyed the finest food and drink. Gourmet meals were served in the elegant dining room, where passengers could savor exquisite dishes prepared by top chefs, accompanied by fine wines and spirits. The atmosphere on board was one of joyous anticipation. Passengers mingled and socialized, sharing stories and laughter, as they looked forward to reaching their destination. The Hindenburg, it seemed, was living up to its promise of safe and luxurious air travel. It was a marvel of engineering and a testament to the possibilities of human innovation, capturing the imagination of all who witnessed its majestic flight. As the Hindenburg neared the end of its journey, the weather took a turn for the worse. The skies, once clear and welcoming, began to darken ominously. The airship, a marvel of engineering and a symbol of human ingenuity, now faced a formidable challenge. Storm clouds gathered over Lakehurst, New Jersey, casting an ominous shadow over the airship's arrival. The once serene landscape was now shrouded in a foreboding gloom, as if nature itself was warning of the impending danger. The captain and crew monitored the situation closely. Every decision, every maneuver was critical. They knew that the safety of everyone on board depended on their expertise and calm under pressure. They were aware of the risks associated with landing a hydrogen-filled airship in stormy conditions. The volatile nature of hydrogen made the situation even more precarious. The crew's training and experience were put to the ultimate test. Despite the deteriorating weather, the ground crew prepared for the Hindenburg's arrival. They worked tirelessly, ensuring that every detail was attended to, every precaution taken. Their dedication was unwavering, even in the face of the approaching storm. Newsreel cameras were set up to capture the majestic airship's landing. The world was watching, eager to witness the Hindenburg's arrival. The cameras rolled, ready to document history in the making. Families and friends of passengers gathered, eager to welcome their loved ones home. Their faces were filled with anticipation and joy, unaware of the drama unfolding in the skies above. But the approaching storm heightened the tension, adding an element of uncertainty to the air. The once joyous occasion now carried an undercurrent of anxiety. The Hindenburg's fate hung in the balance, as the storm loomed ever closer, threatening to turn a moment of triumph into one of tragedy. At 7:25 p.m., as the Hindenburg began its final descent, disaster struck. A fire, small at first, erupted near the tail of the airship. In a matter of seconds, the flames spread rapidly, engulfing the Hindenburg's hydrogen-filled tail section. The once majestic airship was now a raging inferno. The scene was chaotic and terrifying. Passengers and crew scrambled for safety as the airship plummeted towards the ground. Some jumped from the burning wreckage, hoping to survive the fall. Others clung desperately to anything they could find, praying for a miracle. The Hindenburg crashed to the ground in a fiery heap, the impact reverberating for miles. The inferno consumed the airship in less than a minute. The cries of those trapped inside were horrifying. The intense heat melted the airship's metal frame, sending molten debris raining down on the horrified onlookers below. The speed at which the disaster unfolded was staggering. What had been a symbol of progress and luxury just moments before was now a smoldering wreck. The smell of burning fabric and fuel filled the air, a grim reminder of the tragedy that had just occurred. News of the Hindenburg disaster spread like wildfire across the globe. People were horrified by the graphic images and newsreel footage of the disaster. The world mourned the 36 souls lost in the tragedy. The disaster marked the end of an era. The Hindenburg disaster was a stark reminder of the dangers of air travel. It raised questions about the safety of zeppelins and the use of hydrogen as a lifting gas. The disaster sent shockwaves through the aviation industry and the public imagination. Picking up the pieces, aftermath, and investigation. In the aftermath of the disaster, investigators from Germany and the United States launched a thorough investigation. They meticulously examined the wreckage. They interviewed survivors and witnesses, desperately searching for answers. What caused this majestic airship to go up in flames? Several theories emerged, but the exact cause of the fire remains a mystery to this day. The most widely accepted theory is that static electricity ignited leaking hydrogen. Others speculate that sabotage or even a lightning strike could have been responsible. A legacy of change air travel transformed. The Hindenburg disaster had a profound impact on the aviation industry. It led to the immediate decline of Zeppelin travel. Public confidence in the safety of airships was shattered. The disaster forced engineers and designers to rethink the future of air travel. The disaster accelerated the development of airplanes. Airplanes, considered safer and more efficient, quickly became the preferred mode of long-distance travel. The Hindenburg disaster, though tragic, paved the way for the modern era of aviation. The Hindenburg's shadow public perception shifts. The Hindenburg disaster had a chilling effect on public perception of air travel. The vivid images of the inferno, forever etched in people's minds, made them question the safety of taking to the skies. Air travel, once seen as glamorous and futuristic, now evoked fear and uncertainty. It took years for the public to regain confidence in air travel. The aviation industry worked tirelessly to improve safety protocols and regain public trust. The Hindenburg disaster served as a constant reminder of the importance of stringent safety measures. Remembering the disaster, a lasting reminder. The Hindenburg disaster remains one of the most iconic disasters of the 20th century. It serves as a stark reminder of the risks associated with technological advancement. The disaster continues to fascinate and haunt us to this day. The Hindenburg's legacy is a complex one. It reminds us of both the promise and the peril of pushing the boundaries of technology. It underscores the importance of safety and the need to learn from our mistakes. The Hindenburg disaster also serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and our ability to overcome tragedy.